Okay. Okay, everyone. Merhaba, keep noon. Hello to our pitching class today. I'm super happy to see you. I'm also super happy to see you all, alive and good mood. And hopefully all your friends and families are good. The ongoing escalation situation in the Middle East really makes us worrying about you. And this is not just a Instagram meme phrase. If there's anything we can do for you, we would be pleased to do that, knowing that it's complicated. But if you want, of course, we can discuss also this today. Otherwise, hopefully we have something totally different, a lot of fun today, a fun class. But before we start the class about the art of pitching, it would be good to talk about the next steps. I started with the bad news and then I come to the good news, okay? Because it's always good, as I learned from some random trainer, it's always good to start with the contrast and then with the pros. It makes your argument stronger. So the bad news is, due to the ongoing situation in the Middle East and also due to the slowness of German bureaucracy, we still don't know when we can go to Lebanon or Jordan. Thing is, by now, September seems to be very difficult, if not impossible. I know that you all want to know who's in the next round. We will tell you, hopefully end of next week. The thing is, we're still trying to figure out to take more than 5 participants, because 5 is really not so much. And you're so good that we want to take all of you to the next step, which will be probably not possible. But we will try to find a solution to take more than 5, but we cannot promise by now. And probably the live seminars on the ground, on the field, will be not in September, but postponed to October. I know for some of you this is complicated, but follow I, right? You will not be there then, right? Who was not in at home in October?
No, I had a problem with end of September, but if it's in October, I think it's fine.
Okay, cool. I'm super sorry. Normally, Germans are boring and slow, but very punctual. But we cannot do anything because it's not our decision. It's from the foreign ministry, and they asked us to wait and to wait and to wait because of the situation and also about some bureaucratic nonsense. But this is also very German. It's very bureaucratic, and I'm really angry already. But if you want to get into a house and there is a porter and the porter doesn't let you in, even if it's your own house, you will not get in if you're not strategically, but emotionally arguing. So we need 2 more weeks because of the situation, and Germany always is the first country who says no, so cancel all the flights to Lebanon, for example. Jordan is okay, but we try our best and try to make it in the beginning of October and try to tell you about the next phase end of next week. I'm awfully sorry for that, but I hope you understand and are not angry on me, because we really try our best to convince the foreign ministry to hurry up and speed up the process, and they're still in. And then, about the escalation and, in the Middle East. So that's the bad news. But we will do it somehow. And as you people who know me know that we are also fighters if it comes to the thing, and we will definitely fight for you and for the seminar and somehow make it happen. But we need 2 more weeks, and I'm very sorry because it's not in our hands. It's in the hand of the foreign ministry. The good news, hopefully, is, and a question to all of you, whether you would like to come or can make it happen. We want to make another sort of class, but not a master class, but like a film night, just, nice, and want to show you the films we made last year in Lebanon, and 2 films. And the idea is next Friday, but let's use the group chat to discuss this. whether you could make it and don't go to party, because then we could make a really like a live event where you can also meet some German politicians from the European Union and some others who will be in our elder office in Berlin, and then we would watch the films together. So like a live event in Berlin and Beirut. Which starts at 6 p.m. German time. So we will screen the films about 7 p.m. So it would be, about 8 p.m. starting to screen the films, or let's say, 7:30 with the event in Lebanon and Palestine. Who would like to participate in such an event? Maybe you can, or would be there. So, yeah, Miriam? You want to share something, or just to say you would like to be there?
Hello, hope you're
Hi,
well.
how are you?
Good, but the news are so sad.
Yeah, it's awful. It's really awful. It's like I'm waking up worrying about all of you every morning. I really do. So let's
I would
see.
love to participate in this event.
So the idea is the event will be, so the idea is who would like to participate and could participate next Friday. 7:30 MENA time. So Palestinian and who would like to be there?
I would like,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Cool. So I as well. What about the others? Did they? I don't know. Will you
Yes,
also
I
be?
would like also.
Okay. Cool. So this is okay. The time for you, for all of you, to make it like, yeah, you can, Theodore, Miriam. Okay. Cool. Okay.
Yes.
Wonderful. Then let's do it. Right. Yeah.
Can you
So we have enough.
repeat the questions because I have
Sorry?
unstable connection, so I didn't hear you well.
I just said, I said like to make it short, due to the slow German foreign ministry, we still have to wait, unfortunately, two more weeks to know when and how we can come to you live. Probably it will be in October, not September anymore. That's very, very sorry, and I'm super sad. And please don't be so angry on me, because we cannot do it as a foreign minister.
No, yes, it's not your.
So, but it's awful, the situation, and that, yeah, blah, 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 blah. So you have daily discussions with them, but we probably can only come in October and still try to take as many participants as possible to the second phase, because you're so good. But we don't have the budget, so we have to negotiate, and that's hell behind the scenes. So this was point number one. And the second point is to to show you, how much we love you and want to work with you, want to be with you. We want to invite you to a very special film night, which just came. We will screen the two films we were shooting in the Middle East last year, and they're still not out. They're just, they're screened in festivals in New York and Toronto at the moment, even winning prizes. In a special film night only with you and some interesting guests we will invite to our elder office next Friday evening, to our office. So, for example, probably the vice director of the European Commission will come to our office too. So, and some other guys. So maybe it's interesting and nice, and we want to invite you to this special film night to make like a Berlin, Beirut, Palestine, Gaza, Egypt, wherever you are at the moment, film that together with us, if you like to, and screen the two films, Berlin Blast and The Female Republic of Lebanon, with you. So, and this would start 7:30 your time, 6:30 our time. Is that okay for you?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, online. Yeah. If you read, if you come to Berlin, you can see it live, of course, but no, it will be online. Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I would love to, but not at the moment. Online is good.
Yeah, it's better. Yeah, it will be via Zoom. Yeah, and in any case, we will provide also Rowan with the links, because I will be in Berlin. So in any case, if Zoom doesn't work or you cannot see or watch the film, we will also provide you with the links that you can definitely watch the films together with us. But it would be, of course, nice to see you together on Zoom. Yeah. So we will try to arrange that. And yeah, so they are never shown on film festivals so far. They are going to film festivals right now. We still have to apply to film festivals in the Middle East. So any suggestion from your side is nice, but you know, this would be nice. Wonderful. This is great. Okay, cool. I would say we start then with the class about pitching, right? If you want to. Or any more comments from your side? I'm open, of course, for everyone, for everything. I don't see anything. Okay. So, but you know, you have the chat. You can always just raise your hand or just say something because I'm here for you and not vice versa. So, okay, let's start. I promised you today will be hopefully a lot of fun for the ones who are here, because we will talk about the art of pitching. So first, again, the rules of elda, you know them already, but just quickly going through it. So you're at home, get out of the comfort zone. You don't need yes, but it's not needed. It's totally fine. And we will be always clear and honest, but also in a loving way. And you are allowed to have fun. So that's why can't I put this away? Wait a second. Here's the thing. Okay, cool. So, damn, sorry, I have a problem here with my. Okay, let's put it out. Diana is coming. Okay. So, of course, you're all. Oh no, it should be like this. Okay. Welcome, and now we will talk about cats, your favorite animals, right? So most of you like them. So we start to talk about one of my favorite books, which is called Save the Cat. The author is Blake Snyder. Can you all see the presentation, right? It's okay, right? You can see it.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So let's read it through. So you might be a little bit confused because I will transform all of you into filmmakers for the next, let's say, 45 minutes. Because if it comes to pitching, you can really, really learn from the way filmmakers think and pitch and develop a film script. And Blake Snyder wrote this book, Save the Cat. Why it's called Save the Cat, I will tell you in a couple of minutes. And he was, very self-confident, having this slogan, the last book on screenwriting that you'll ever need. Very self-confident guy, but it's a really hilarious and very, very good and useful book if you want to go to Hollywood. But let's look what we can take from this filmmakers and screenwriters, philosophy and techniques for our art of pitching. Of course, you don't have to be a filmmaker, but the way they pitch films in Hollywood is really a very, very good matrix for what you need to do for whatever it is, a political campaign, a social campaign, your startup, your next business idea, your next presentation, or if you want to become the next president. Also, and especially if you want to become the female president, then of course I will make your election campaign, but it's still good to know. So let's have a look on the first 2 pages and read it together. So what Blake Snyder writes about the perfect script is the following. Along with a good what is it, a movie must have a clear sense of what it's about and what's it for. In tone, potential, the dilemma of its characters and the type of characters they are should be easy to understand and compelling. Sounds easy, it's super complicated. It's also super complicated if you have a campaign, a startup, a video idea, an election campaign, whatever it is, because you have so many ideas and so many arguments. But to really not to turn them down, but to focus and to structure them in a way that the audience understands. And in a pitch, in maximum 3 minutes, everything is super complicated. So this first sentence, what's it about and what's it for, is super, super important for your pitch, whatever it is. Because I have to understand it as your audience, and I hear it the first time, and I've never seen it, and you probably work on it already for months. So in order to better create a good what is it about, the screenwriter must be able to tell a good one-line or log line, a 1 or 2 sentence grabber that tells us everything. It must satisfy 4 basic elements to be effective. About the first one we will talk, because we don't need irony in a business startup or campaign pitch. But again, here it's, for me, a super good test, self-test you can do. Whatever you want to pitch, if you're not able to do it in 1 sentence, and this is really cruel, trust me, it's super cruel, because I did it so much, and you know, and then I tried to cheat to myself. Yeah, well, okay, but you know, I can do it in 3 sentences, or I make such a long sentence, but that's not. Yeah, you have to be able to pitch your campaign, your idea, your startup, your business in 1 sentence, and in a sentence which it's like a flirt again with the audience, which attracts me as the potential listener, user, sponsor, investor, or project partner. You have to attract me, and you have to be able to do this in 1 sentence, in 1 line. So the 4 elements Blake Snyder is saying are very much needed for this are irony. It must be in some way ironic and emotionally involving, a dramatic situation that is like an itch you have to scratch. That's a little bit, it's a very good picture, the itch you have to scratch. For our idea, for a film, it's right. Irony is super, super important. For our campaigns, irony can be even like a boomerang. So forget about the irony. Emotionally involving is super interesting and super important. You know, it's even more important than to catch me rationally or with money or with numbers. If you can catch me emotionally, and it doesn't matter whether I'm the audience, the potential project partner, the sponsor, the fund giver, or whoever, or a media guy who has to report about you, if you can reach out to me emotionally and can make me involved in your project, that's already like 6 out of 10, or maybe even 7 out of 10. Then you have me. Second point from Blake Snyder is a compelling mental picture. It must bloom in your mind when you hear it. A whole movie must be implied, often including a time frame. Time frame also is very important. We all often forget. I wanted to say always, you know, the time frame. How long is this project? Half a year, 2 months, 3 months, 1 month, 10 years, 100 years. So you probably know it, but I, as your audience, have to know as well. And this picture, you know, to draw like a painting in 3-4 sentences, it's really not easy. That's why we will train it today a lot, but it's super important. The third point is the audience and the costs. They make the tone, the target audience, and the sense of cost, so buyers will know if it can make a profit. We're talking about non-profit, so it's not about profit, but the sentence is still right, whether it's worth it. You know, you still have to convince people that they say, okay, yeah, maybe I don't make money with the idea of Anna, Saja, Miriam, Chit, Loai, Theodore, and who else is in the room, but it's such a good non-profit idea, I have to give the money. And the fourth and final idea, a killer title. The 1-2 punch of a good logline must include a great title, one that says what it is and does so in a clever way. Also, a lot of NGOs forget about this. Also, Leadership and Debate Academy is not very killer title-like, to be honest. You're still here, so it's not always important, but it helps you. If you can describe it in 1 sentence, and if you think about the title, or let's say for a project, it's not only the title, but it's like the log line, you know, that people can not only remember it, but even tell it to other people. Yeah. So I think, for example, Elda is a good name because it's super small, no one else has it, and you can remember it because it's small, you know, like it's like short. And so the title and the log line are super important for your project, that people understand it, the mental picture, the audience and cost, the time frame, the measuring, and trying to get your audience emotionally involved. Darlene is coming. Give me a second. I don't know what. Okay. All right. So now, yeah. This is all part of what is called high concept, a term that came about to describe movies that are easy to see. In fact, high concept is more important than ever before, especially since movies must be sold internationally too. A little bit different with projects, but you know, an NGO should work internationally too. Also, domestic ball, so we don't need this 60 and 40%. Sorry, it's all about intriguing the audience. Sorry, the last one. So a good way to road test an idea, to get out from behind your computer and pitch it. Pitch your movie to anyone who will listen and adjust accordingly. You never know what valuable information you can learn from a stranger with a blank expression. And that's also very, very true. It's really good to only not write it down, but to really pitch it to friends. And we will try to pitch it here. Do you have questions so far? This is just like an intro. So we're getting into it now. But can you agree or disagree with Blake Snyder so far, because he's talking about films and script writing? Can you follow so far? Are there questions from your side? Otherwise, I will continue and you can write your ideas, questions, and so on in the chat. Let's have a look.
Hello, Chris.
Hi, Diana. How are you? Are you good?
I'm doing fine, thank you. How about you?
Yeah, well, I'm good. Thank you so much. I'm even better to hear and see all of you and see that you are at least fine and alive and everything
Oh, thank you.
is
So nice.
okay, though the situation is awful.
So nice of you. So nice. I appreciate it.
It really is. So,
Thank
but you're okay and safe so far, and your family?
Yes, yes, yes. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
God,
Yeah.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy.
Thank you. So nice of you. Thank you. Actually, I'm muting myself, but I guess there was some kind of a technical issue with the connection, with my connection.
Okay.
But I'm sorry, I don't understand the concept of pitching.
You don't know what pitching is?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I thought this is clear to everyone. I'm very sorry. Okay, to pitch. So pitching means to summarize and present your idea, whatever it is, like a video campaign, a political campaign, your startup, in maximum 3 minutes, or in a video, or in a trailer. You know, it's like the advertisement for your idea, your business idea, your startup idea, your social startup, your video campaign, and you only have between 60 seconds and 3 minutes. This is pitching. You know, to pitch, to make it very slowly and to attract potential guys who could give you money, politicians, followers, users, audience, you know, to attract them. This is pitching.
Thanks a lot for clearing it up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now it's clear, but thank you very much. Please ask any question. It's so good. Thank you, Diana. Yeah. Even if I think it's clear for me, it has to be clear for you. So don't be shy. There is no stupid questions, only stupid answers. Are there other questions about pitching or so on? So you can always ask everything. That's fine. That's why we're here. It's clear. Okay, good. Okay, then we can continue. But thank you very much, Diana. And always jump in and ask questions. And what I try to say, Diana, Reed, and the others, I try to say from the filmmaking. So I won't make you to filmmakers, but we can learn a lot for also business ideas, political ideas, female rights, human rights, whatever, you know, peacemaking, whatever we can learn from the process from professional filmmakers here. So now the art of pitching. Now I will show you 3 pitches, real pitches. The first, do you know the film Jaws with the white shark? All of you. It's an old So your parents will know. But have you ever heard about this? Probably from Steven Spielberg, the guy, you know, that plays in the USA, beautiful beach, beautiful people, summer, beautiful time, and suddenly a white
No.
shark comes and eats everyone. Yeah? Have you heard about the film?
No.
No? Okay, it's a famous one. It's a famous horror film and made this guy, Steven Spielberg. But you heard about Steven Spielberg, one of the best known Hollywood film directors. If not, anyway, this film made him famous overnight, and no one knew him back then. So, you know, it's an old film, but it became, you know, super famous worldwide. And again, it's about, you know, a white shark who eats, you know, who kills people at the beach. So more or less that's the story. But here is his pitch, and the original pitch, which he wrote, and no one knew the guy back then. So, okay, here it goes. Imagine a tourist island that is ravaged by an unstoppable great white shark that nobody can catch. My book is called Jaws and tells the story of a killer shark that unleashes chaos on an island resort, and it's up to a local sheriff, a marine biologist, and an old seafarer to hunt the beast down before it kills again. It all builds up to the final moment of the police chief. Remember that he's afraid of water. Here comes the irony. So the police chief who has to kill the white shark has he's afraid of water. So he doesn't want to go to the sea. Alone on the end on a sinking boat in the middle of the ocean was a rifle pointed at this gigantic and menacing great white shark that is swimming towards him with a barrel of compressed air stuck in its jaws. Smile, you son of a boom! It's a slasher flick meets Moby Dick. Why it works. Considering Moby Dick is essential reading in most school systems, an exciting version of a long book, and it's a fun twist. And with a thrilling, fast plotline with a killer shark, this feels like a blockbuster already. So that's what he wrote. So just as an example, this was the original treatment or pitch from Jaws. If you didn't see it, maybe it's not that fun, but already here you see only talking about a killer shark. Yeah, but to put it, you know, in a small town with a local sheriff afraid of water and telling this line, it worked. And he became one of the most famous filmmakers of the world. So, example 2. Okay, here are some iconic film lines from The Godfather and Little Miss Sunshine. I don't know whether you've seen any of them. Well, The Godfather, you know, or don't you? Anyone doesn't know The Godfather? It's a famous mafia film.
Yes, we know The Godfather.
Okay, thank you, Saja. And Little Miss Sunshine, it's super funny, sweet film about a teenage girl. If you didn't see it, it's really funny. So, and also here you see it's between 25 and 50 words. This punch-packing sentences. It introduces the core concept. It's a bit of a provocative statement, logline, and so on and so forth. It's not possible to do it every time, but you know, it should be our role model to think about this. So the Godfather goes the aging patriarch of an organized crime dynasty transfers control of his clandestine empire to his reluctant son. So a father-son problem, knowledge transfer, old generation, new generation, and you already know there will be a lot of blood, a lot of killings if you see this logline. Little Miss Sunshine also, I think it's only one sentence, and it's really well done, and it fits. So I like the film a lot. It's just super funny. When a wannabe child beauty queen learns that a spot has opened up in Little Miss Sunshine pageant, she convinces her dysfunctional family to make the cross-country trek despite her father's protestations that she may not have what it takes to win. Trust me, it's really a funny story, full of stories. There are a lot of stories inside the story, but the scriptwriter or director really made it here and was able to reduce it in one sentence, the main story. I don't know how it is for you. If you haven't seen it, would you like to watch this film about the wannabe child beauty queen who somehow convinces her dysfunctional family to go to this? Now Tracy is coming after she was too early. No, she was angry on me and comes late. Would you like to watch one of those films? What do you think? If you just read this sentence, you can be honest. It's fine. It's not my film. So does it attract you or not?
The first one, yes.
The Godfather.
On the contrary, it kind of doesn't.
It doesn't.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I mean the shark movie,
Yes.
not this.
The shark movie. Okay, the shark movie would be interesting for you. The Godfather, Little Miss Sunshine, not.
No.
Okay.
Same for me, The Godfather. I would like to watch it.
The Godfather you would like to watch, but not Little Miss Sunshine. Okay. Right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. I knew it. You're all mafia members already. So that's why you're with Elda. Okay, yeah. No, it's totally fine.
For
Interesting.
real,
Yeah.
because
Sorry?
I study forensic science, so it's all about crime. So heck,
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah. Crime always works, right? Crime stories are always fascinating. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, cool. Thank you. So I have one more for you. Let's see. I will not reveal the secret. It's the third one. It's a little story. So back in 1983, our hero, John S., has been the president of a huge soft drink empire. He was the youngest president, dedicated his career, and was believed to become chairman one day. But then, one beautiful day, he received a call from a top headhunter in New York, telling him a new computer company no one knew back then was looking for a CEO. Although our hero John was amazed by the rise of that company in only 6 years, he said he wasn't interested. While intrigued and flattered, he kept declining the job offer. The computer company countered by offering a huge salary and stock options, all in over $50 million. Our hero refused. This happened again and again. The company begged, our hero refused. So one day, the CEO of this computer company flew up to New York again and asked John to reconsider one last time. John said, thank you, but no, thank you. So that's when the CEO of this computer company looked our hero into the eyes and said, do you really want to spend the rest of your life selling sugared water? Or do you want to get the chance to change the world? So what do you think is happening next? Let's discuss this. What do you think is happening next in this story? Any idea? Yeah, read.
Now, personally, I think maybe this this hero, our hero, would answer him that he maybe has something like an emotional, motivational thing that pushes him or makes him attached to this sugar water company. So that's the reason why he keeps declining it. And then we get a moral, like a moral lesson, which is not to always be looking forward these shiny titles like a CEO of a computer company, when we have something like our own story that is linked to maybe simpler things. That may be something. Or he may be convinced actually and then make this computer company a very successful one.
Interesting. Thank you. Good idea. Who else has an idea? Yeah, Abir, go ahead.
I mean, the whole story might be around the reason he don't want to be in that company. Maybe that company is not humanitarian in a way or something. Or maybe he's challenging someone. But I believe after the last sentence, he's probably not joining the company, because if he's that successful, his ego won't allow him to be in the company.
Okay.
So
So you
I
think he
think
will
there will
say
be
no
an
again? He will know again. Yeah.
I
Okay.
think there will be an element of challenge. So he wants to challenge that computer CEO and do that. It's
Okay.
not just sugar and water.
Okay. So, okay.
I think he'll get the offer.
Sorry?
Actually, I know he gets the offer, not that I think.
Sorry again. What do you think? Loai, you think
I think this talks about the Apple, no? The company, no?
Yeah.
So yeah, I know he got the offer eventually.
Yeah. Yes. So yeah, now you spoiled the end, but it's okay. Yeah, we're talking about Apple and the first
Oh,
CEO of Apple.
sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. No, but you know it. It's fine. Yeah. So he said yes. It was John Scully. He was the CEO of Pepsi Cola back then, and the guy who came to him was Steve Jobs, the CEO of Apple, and he convinced him. But Anna was raising her hand. But no, thank you, Lois. It's totally fine. Don't worry. Yeah, it's a true story. It's a true story, but a good pitch, right? Anna.
Yes, for me, when we were so like elderly, if we want to make a change, it's hard. So therefore, I think it's hard for him to change, and if he consider the company, it's his own, its own. So he will never change, even if the CEO talk with him in a bossy manner, or bullying him because he's directing a sugar water company. So I guess he will never leave the company, and he will work hard to make it more fancy, like the company.
Yeah, good story. You can write that, Anna, but we just heard from Loai that this is not how it really went. So he said yes. He became the first CEO of Apple. So he left Pepsi and became the managing director of Apple. What do you think? Why? Why could after the headhunter did it again and again and again? He tried to attract him with money, with funds, with everything.
I think he gave him a purpose in life.
Yeah.
It could be because هيك نحن بنقولها بالعربي انه استفزه، يعني هيك he make him angry, or يعني unrated him, so he want to prove that he can do this.
He's saying provoked him and maybe underestimated him, so he maybe rethinks his life again or something.
Okay, yeah, definitely. Miriam?
It was so unethical, and sadly that people think that all people are unethical those days, but no, I think that there's people who are so ethical and respect the company they work in. So money is not everything.
Definitely, yeah. But I think it was this, do you want to change the world? Yeah, so it was he involved him emotionally. What Blake Snyder says about a good film script, about a good pitch, it's in the end, it's not the cost. It's if you involve me emotionally and get me to the point where I believe, okay, this is right, then maybe you have me. Miriam, again, please. Go
Yes, it's very demotivating to work in companies like this.
Yeah, exactly. So we motivated him. It was, in the end, it was not the money. It was not about money. It was not about, cars, flats, or, stock exchange or whatever. It was about this, let's change the world together. And that's how John Scully became the first managing director of Apple. So yeah, a nice story where you can see the right pitch can be sometimes only a question. By the way, good questions are very, very good in a pitch, because with a question, even a rhetorical question, you can Interact with your audience and get them in, by asking them, So it can be even an easy question, how to convince an audience to come on your side. That's what you should do. So let's thank you very much for this wonderful discussion so far. And now we continue with a short summary, and then we will do a first exercise with you. So my 7, is the recording still going on, Rowan? Yes, right? We're still recording. Let's see.
Yes.
It's still running. Okay, thank you. Okay, yeah, no, thanks. Great. Wonderful. Okay, so 7 elements of success, as I try or like to put it, is raise awareness, attention, and curiosity of your audience. Also very, very good if you make them curious and attract them. Second, use a positive surprise, a technique with the killer logline, for example. 3, tell one and only one short story that your audience easily can remember and repeat. 4, answer the 3 questions. Why this? Why now? Why me? We will make an exercise only about the 3 questions later on. 5, which is really the most important technique of flirting and dating. Also, it's sort of a date, a pitch. Don't chase, attract. It's always very, very, very important. 6, pitching is selling. And selling is causing a need. That's what Steve Jobs did with John Scully. He could cause the need of trying to change the world. And 7, and maybe the most important, 7th element of your success is, if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will do. So these are the very important things. Are there questions, doubts? Do you want to add or disagree on one of those 7 personal remarks or personal tips on preparing your perfect pitch? Do you understand them? Are there questions? Doesn't look like. Okay. Then, I have 2 examples. Let's see where they can watch them. It's just funny. It's just funny. And then we go into an exercise. So this is like, it's comedy about, pitching super well-known films. Let's see how you, whether you realize one of those films or series in a super funny and weird way. Okay, so let's see. Please, first of all, tell me whether you can.
So you have a movie for me?
Do you understand the sound? Is it okay?
Yes, we
Okay,
can.
cool. Just watch and enjoy. It's just 2 minutes, but it's super funny. Oh, no. Sorry. Again.
So you have a movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. So it's based on this fantasy book series, right? Which has sold a lot of copies. Oh, okay. Sorry, I got bored by the word book there for a second, but I'm listening now. So what's this series about? Well, it's called Harry Potter, sir, and it's about this kid called Harry Potter. I understand completely. And so this evil wizard Voldemort tried to kill Harry and his parents when he was a baby, right? But not only did Harry survive, it seems like he killed Voldemort. Retaliatory babies are tight. Actually, he was like protected by the power of his dying mother's love. Oh, his mother's love is tight. Oh, I don't know about that sentence. I don't love how it sounded either, but I said it and there's no taking it back. So anyway, we're gonna meet this wizard Dumbledore, right? And he wants to leave baby Harry with his non-magical family, but he doesn't want to be seen doing magic in the suburbs. So what does he do? He does some magic in the suburbs. He turns all the streetlights into flying magic balls and zips them down the street at him. Ah, I think walking down the street normally might have drawn less attention than the magic flying light balls. Maybe. So Dumbledore's gonna explain to these other wizards, Hagrid and Professor McGonagall, McGonagall that Harry's going to be famous in the wizarding world, so it's better for him to grow up away from all that. I guess that's better. So he's like, let's just leave Harry in an abusive family for a decade and then kind of spring all this on him when he's a 10-year-old. And that's better than growing up rich and famous. That's what Dumbledore's going with. So then Harry's about to turn 11 and he starts receiving letters from this magic school called Hogwarts where Dumbledore is the headmaster. Okay, but his family, they don't like him. They don't want him to read these letters. Why not? Because they hate him so much they want to keep him around. I don't know. That works. So the uncle keeps destroying these letters and they keep showing up, but Harry just can't get his hands on one long enough to read it. Well, it's too bad they don't have a magical letter that just kind of shouts the message at you. Well, no, actually, they do have that. Those are called howlers. Oh, sounds like maybe they just could have sent him one of those. Well, we don't introduce them till a future movie, so that's as good as them not existing right now. That makes sense. So anyway, then that Hagrid guy shows up and tells Harry that he's a wizard
and so on and so forth. So, you know, you get the message. So if you pitch Harry Potter like this, no one would ever, you know, give you any penny, dinar or lira to film it. So, you know, so it doesn't make any sense, right? Every Hollywood producer would say, what the hell are you trying to show me? Okay, so okay, why is this not working now? Okay. Talk about nothing we don't need now. Probably, have you seen this before, by the way? This talk about nothing, where the guy pitches to talk about nothing, just nonverbal communication. Did Jessica show you? It's a question to you guys. Have you seen this?
No.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Okay. But maybe we do it later. So, but we will do it today. It's super funny, super interesting. It's only about nonverbal communication. But first, I want to concentrate you on the. So I will show it to you today. I want you to concentrate on the idea of pitching. No, where is my? Yeah, here. So we do this. Okay, close your eyes. I will read out a story to you. So don't look to the end. So. This is the first exercise. You all will pitch, and there is as a filmmaker. So you will pitch a film idea before the break, if this is okay for you. So, but there is already an opening scene is written down. A young change maker from the Middle East who is participating in some random masterclass about leadership and debate stuff for better future in my country. Who needs that? Has to do homework. He or she has to attend a library and look into a history book. Damn homework, damn coach, our student thinks. When she or he opened the book, our hero suddenly realized that, oh, damn, it's a magic book. So the student, our hero can hear the book speaking, whispering, hey, you, Yallah. Yeah, I mean you. Let's rewrite Middle East history together. And bam, our hero, our student is sucked into the book. And now you can open your eyes and become filmmakers, all of you, in a group of 3, maximum 4 people. And you can decide whether you pitch to Rowan and me in 10 minutes, a comedy, a horror film, a thriller, a rom-com, a romantic film, or a feminist film. And you can decide whether you want just to choose one, or whether Rowan and me should give you one of the exercises. So do just create three rooms. How many participants do we have now? 12, huh? Or 11 probably, or 10. So we can create 3 groups, I would say.
10 now.
Huh? Yeah, okay. But I think, let's see, I think we're me and Ran, and then Abir, Anna, Diana, Reed, Loai, Mohammed, Miriam, Saja, Sondos, Tracy. Okay, yeah, we can make three rooms. So, okay, let's start. Who wants to create like a thriller mafia film out of this? Hands up. Or write it in the chat. Mafia film? No. Okay, no one is saying. Okay, what about
I would like.
Okay, Miriam, great. Who else? Come
I
on.
think it's hard, but I will. Okay.
Do you think? Okay,
Mafia.
and Abir. Okay, wonderful. So we have the three of you, Saja, Miriam, and Abir. Okay, you're the thriller mafia film crew. Okay, wonderful. Rowan, can you create a room for them? So, who else wants to, you can say a comedy, horror, feminist, rom-com, you can even make another film. So it's not,
I would love to share it too.
A what? Read you
I'm Reed, and I'd love to share too.
also thriller mafia or what?
I don't mind.
Are you, let us take some other thing. You make a horror film out of it, okay?
Okay, I don't mind
Okay.
that.
Okay, good. So who wants to work with Reed on a horror film? Or fantasy, horror fantasy, like Harry
Can you do a comedy film?
Oh, comedy. Okay, Reed, okay, you go for a comedy. So, okay, who wants to
Yes,
work
me
with?
too. I prefer to comedy.
Okay, Anna,
Anna.
Reed, working on the comedy. Anyone
Guys,
else?
I was studying TV and film, so I
Yes.
may be prepared to pitch already.
Sorry again, can we repeat?
I studied TV and film for 2 semesters, so I
Okay,
may
cool.
have
Wonderful.
an idea about that.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, and Diana. Okay, wonderful. So Anna, Reed, and Diana are going to make a comedy. Okay, so who's left then in the group? We have okay, let's see who else is there in the group. Abir is still there. Sonders is there. Tracy is there. And Loai.
And yeah, I'm still not in the group.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, sorry, yeah. So we still have Tracy, Sonders, and Abir. No, Abir is already also in the group, right? So we have Tracy and Sonders left. Is that right? Tracy, Sonders, are you there? Tracy, are you with us? Tracy, Sonders, are you with us? And Ruan, are you preparing the breakout sessions?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Just wanted to make sure Miriam, Abir are together.
Miriam, Abir, and who was the number 3?
Me, Saja.
Saja.
Saja, okay. Shukran. But I can't, where are Tracy and Sonders? Are they already in the book? So they already disappeared. They got stuck in the book. Tracy, Sonders, are you with us? So you have 15 minutes, okay, to develop the film script.
Okay. And Luai, you're alone?
Sorry?
Luai is alone?
No, sorry again, Loai, you were in which group? Loai?
The first.
I can join the first. Okay, I'm not an any. Okay, so join the
with
first. Wait.
Abir and Miriam.
Okay, cool. Shukran. Very good, Loai. That's great. But what about Tracy and Sonders? Where are they?
It seems that they can't hear us now. We can start with the already assigned.
We start the others and then we see. Great.
Yeah. 15 minutes, right?
15 minutes, yes.
Okay.
Okay, Mohammed is also Sondos. Are they? Seemingly they don't hear us. Okay. I have it Okay. Welcome back, young filmmakers. Hollywood is waiting for you.
It was the time so هيك short.
Yeah.
We need more time.
Yeah, the time passed very
I
quickly.
can admit it, it's so fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Okay,
A
cool.
lot of ideas. It's
Cool.
like a room of creativity.
Yeah. You see, I promised you that you have a lot of fun. It's great, huh? Yeah. Filmmaking is something special. You never have enough time, Diana. Wallah, you never have enough time. Okay. Some are still missing. Where is the rest of the group? Let's see.
There were a lot of ideas in my group, so I was writing something and they wrote something. So there is a lot of stories, Jana. If you have time to listen.
Yeah, to one, you have to decide as a group. So it's gonna be, I'm so sorry. I personally, of course, will listen to all your stories, Miriam, but in this seminar, it's a very hard Hollywood jury now with the other group. So you have to decide about one idea and only one idea you can pitch.
Oh, we didn't have time to decide.
And then do it now. So, you can film now. The challenge is for both groups. You can pitch your film idea in maximum 2 minutes. Rowan and me, we will stop the time and reduce it to the maximum. Try to engage us emotionally. Try to win us. Try to attract us. Try to make us addicted to your film idea that we either want to watch this movie directly or want to invest our money into it. That's up to you. And especially enjoy. So
group, it will be Luay's story. Okay? Because the group was involving. Yes, he wrote it in the chat.
Okay. So who will pitch?
I would like to read mine also.
Yeah, okay. You can also pitch 2 ideas. We are only two groups, but not like four or 5. Okay. So Miriam, will you start with pitching?
Okay.
Can you open the camera? Is it possible or not?
I'm at work.
Okay. Okay, then do it without. Okay, it's fine. Okay, and the rest of the group is there to listen and judge, right? Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. You have 2 minutes.
In a deep dark night, a curious boy was walking down the old streets of an old Arab region. When he followed the streets of this region, an old library has catched his eyes, and he decided to read a book entitled The Big History. While reading the book and living all the stories of this book and involving with the history, he felt that he wasn't good enough. Then suddenly, he entered to this book and became a part of the history. He started revising and living all the past events as a main character in them. But how does this happen and why? Because there is a mafia who wants to change history for worse. But surprisingly, there is people who knew this and have the power to get him out of the book. Okay, it's the end. I wanted to make a hand mysteriously.
Thank you very much. Who was in the group listening to Miriam's mafia story in the woods? Quick review. Would you watch the film? Would you pay her to produce this film? They're all still thrilled by your idea, Miriam, I think. So yeah, great, thank you. And in time. So who else wants to pitch his or her idea? Also from another group, it's fine. You have 2 minutes. Who wants?
I wrote our idea in the chat, so it is the main one.
Ah, it's in the chat.
Yes.
I cannot see anything in the chat. Maybe only in your. Here. Now I got it. Loai. No. I can only see it from Loai. A script. Loai said I would watch it. I don't see any of your script in the chat. Loai, you want to read out your or explain or present your pitch? Loai, you want to present it? Okay, he's not answering, so I will read it out. If okay, Sammy, a cynical boy member of a global warming change-making circle attending a masterclass on leadership, is pulled into an ancient magical book that speaks, urging them to rewrite history. Transported through central events, Sammy must subtly after the past to avert a looming catastrophe. Each change leads to unforeseen consequences, and Sammy encounters enemies who seek to preserve the original timeline. Racing against time, Sammy must make a crucial decision to reshape the future while battling those who want to control history for their own ends. Wow. Great. Great book. Okay, noise around. I think this is already Loai. Looks like you should go to Hollywood. Very good in a very short time. Really, a lot of filmmakers are not on
I
this.
would watch that film.
Sorry?
I would watch that film.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Definitely,
from
right?
Hollywood, yes.
Yeah, super cool idea.
Yeah.
To rewrite history, global warming, climate crisis, everything's in. Great. Well done. Really cool. I would also watch. Saja and me, you already have. The problem is we're both not billionaires, so otherwise we would finance your film. Not yet, right, Saja? We will work on that with the billionaire thing.
Yeah, that's it.
Who else want to share? You
I'm
don't.
interested to listen to comedy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
Shadia, you want to share your pitch with the group?
no, but I want to listen for comedy.
Okay, you want to listen for comedy. Okay, so we had another group. So Yallah, where's the other group? Do you want to
We're the comedy group. So
okay.
Ano, so Reed and Anno
Yeah.
and Diano, we were the one responsible for making this comedy film.
Okay.
Now, as we said, it was very fun. We really did not have enough time to write the pitch.
Go
So
very well.
we agreed Diana will share her own ideas, but now I honestly wrote something that I thought maybe a good pitch. I'm still kind of attached to my filmmaking side. So I will just say it. Diana will still say hers.
Okay. Cool. So we have two more. Yeah.
So if no one is willing to share his ideas now, I would love to share mine.
Please.
Diana, do you want to share first? Okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. So Shakib, a guy, let's say a teenager who hates history even more than his old name that was named after his grandpa, was obliged to read a history book. To his surprise, the book was a magical tool that pulled him to the golden era of Lebanon, who he couldn't recognize at first. But Shakib couldn't navigate the place, who became very, let's say, very different and complicated without Google Maps. So he was accompanying let's say a 40-year-old man in a journey throughout the old Lebanon and the old Beirut, let's say. And to his surprise, at the end, this man seems to be Shakib, his grandpa. So that's it.
Very funny. That's cool. Thank you.
Now, let me just clarify something. Shakib is a very, I won't say ugly name, but for us, it's not the best name to be named. So
Okay.
it's like this outdated name.
It's like
Okay.
so traditional name, and
Okay.
no one nowadays name his son Shakib. So heck, it was so funny that he go back to the history and meet his grandfather, who's the same name, and he hate this name, and he was heck. يعني he was always using Google Maps, so the father was the Google Map at يعني هيك. It was so fun.
Yeah, okay, super good. Thank you,
Yeah.
Marie. Yeah. Thanks to all of you right now. Yeah, wow, I'm impressed. In such a short time, you write film books. If you want, it would be super nice not to have it in the chat, but also for everyone who can't participate today in the group, that we, if you allow us, Rowan and me, to share your ideas with the whole group, and put it in the material together in the group, because they're really funny and great. Thank you. It's wonderful. Thank you, Reed. I will definitely watch this film, and if I become a billionaire, I will also finance it. Diana, it's your turn. The stage
Yeah,
is yours.
thank
Go
you.
ahead.
Ever heard someone has been kidnapped by a history book? Samir, a Gen Z, who was kidnapped by a history book, swinging him between the modern life of Lebanon and Lebanon throughout history, where they get in a lot of adventures between the past and the present, and between the peace eras and the war eras, noting the differences in the jargon and in the Lebanese cuisine, especially the laziness, the modern laziness in preparing the Lebanese cuisine right now, including the kibbeh nayyib. And that's it, I guess.
Okay. Okay.
But I really insist on the jargon idea, or the terms. The Lebanese terms are so like, they are not so real.
Okay.
when we compare to the formal Arabic. So yes, that's I don't know.
Okay, great. No, thank you. Very, very good. All of you are very creative. Loa is writing in the chat, you don't necessarily need $1 billion to make a film. That's true. You can make it with less money. But even if you make it without any money, you can see next Friday, if you're all around, it's still super expensive. Even if it's like no budget, it's still very expensive. But yeah, great. I really love it. And I'm not surprised, because I know how talented all of you are, and creative and passionate and wonderful. But this is great. And it's also a great, that's why, you know, I thought I tried out with you. For me, a great exercise to get more creative impact and ideas, and, you know, to just think out of the box and think differently. So wonderful. Thank you, Diana, Reed, Miriam, Loai. Wonderful. Anyone else wants to share his or her pitch? We have more Hollywood films here in the room. Anyone? Otherwise, I would continue with the exercise, and I have as much time as you like, but I thought, because there will be a second exercise I really want to do with you. We skip the 15 minutes break now and go through this and have another exercise, which can make 5 minutes longer, so you can have a coffee while discussing the next pitch. Is that okay for you? Or do you need a break now?
But I wanted to ask at which time we will end, because I'm at work and I want to know.
Probably from now on about an hour, I would say, maybe a little bit less. So like 45, 50 minutes from now on will the class, because there is another exercise I really want you to do. I will go through it, so we will be ready at 7. So in about 55 minutes. Is it okay, Miriam? And for the
I
rest
will
of
try my best to be in this exercise.
Sorry?
I will try my best to be in the
Okay.
exercise.
Okay. I will hurry up now. Okay. So, okay. So thank you very much. So this was great, really. And if you like, just share it with you or send it in the in our WhatsApp group, or if you don't have to, but I think they're really cool ideas. So it's nice to share them. So you know this. We already were talking about storytelling, right? The call to adventure, the journey, and the emotional showdown. You remember from the last master classes. Also, you remember our elders message triangle with the pros and cons and the emotional core message. I will not go back to our disagreement, Miriam, about left-handed people. I will just, you know, as a gentleman, skip it. So
No,
you
yes.
also, it will be for the rest of your life. I'm sorry. I will make you left-handed together with Loai.
I
No.
love left-handed.
What?
I love left-handed.
Yeah, that's great. No. I'm just joking. I'm sorry. It was but your speech was unforgettable. Really cool. So the emotional key message it has to be concise, emotional, unique, and positive. So you know, and I told you about these 3 questions: why this, why now, why you. They sound very, very easy. They are easy, but they're so cruel. I can tell you, they're so damn cruel. Because if some producer or some Hollywood guy or some guy with money asks you, and you have no idea why this and not the other one. So, you know, why this comedy, not another comedy, why this guy, why now, and why you. But these 3, Abla is coming. So, but these 3 questions are cruel and super helpful to structure yourself and also to structure your pitch, because these are the 3 questions the audience as well as potential sponsors or finance guys are asking themselves. These are also the 3 questions you ask yourself. Just check yourself. You can do sort of a homework in the next days. And if you know, and it doesn't matter whether you want to watch something on Netflix, whether you watch Instagram, TikTok, a TV series, a film, a book, whatever, we always ask ourselves the question, why should I read this now or watch this now? Yeah, why this? Why now? Yeah, and why you? So why from this guy and not from that guy? So these are very, very cruel but very good questions, and if we can answer them, halfway done. Halfway done. What else is very important? Non-verbal communication. Maybe you remember the sentence, don't hold the speech, embody the speech. So, and be the one. So I know some of you can't turn on the camera, but for the second exercise, if possible, it would be good if someone would then try to hold and embody the pitch with the open camera. Otherwise, we cannot discuss non-verbal communication. If not, okay. But it would be somehow good if we could do that to help you to improve yourself. I will now show you a 4 minutes video. It's really short and it's just wonderful. Also a pitch. It's a TEDx talk. You know TEDx, right? Most of you. This Bill and Melinda Gates thing where inspiring change makers present their ideas or their innovation to an audience. This is a very interesting innovation. It's a speech, it's a talk, and the guy presents nothing. Enjoy, watch, and try to see how he, Will Steven is his name, fulfills the hero's journey and this circle call to adventure journey emotional showdown by, as he puts it, saying nothing. Enjoy the film.
Hear that? That's nothing. Which is what I, as a speaker at today's conference, have for you all. I have nothing. Nada. Zip. Zilch. Zippo. Nothing smart. Nothing inspirational. Nothing even remotely researched at all. I have absolutely nothing to say whatsoever. And yet, through my manner of speaking, I will make it seem like I do. Like what I am saying is brilliant. And maybe, just maybe, you will feel like you've learned something. Now, I'm going to get started with the opening. I'm going to make a lot of hand gestures. I'm going to do this with my right hand. I'm going to do this with my left. I'm going to adjust my glasses. And then I'm going to ask you all a question. By show of hands, how many of you all have been asked a question before? Okay, great. I'm seeing some hands. And again, I have nothing here. Now, I'm going to react to that and act like I'm telling you a personal anecdote. Something to break the tension, something to endear myself a little bit, something kind of embarrassing. And you guys are going to make an awe sound. It's true. It really happened. And now I'm going to bring it to a broader point. I'm going to reel you back in. I'm going to make it intellectual. I'm going to bring it to this man right here. Now, what this man did was important, I'm sure. But I, for one, have no idea who he is. I simply Google image the word scientist. And now, you see, I'd like it to seem like I'm making points, building an argument, inspiring you to change your life, when in reality, this is just me buying time. Now, if you don't believe me, let's take a look at the numbers. This is a real thing that's happening right now. The number of talks that I'm giving is 1. Interesting facts imparted thus far in said talk, well, that's going to be a 0. My height in inches is 70.5. Note the 0.5 there. 2 times 6 equals 12. And then interestingly enough, 6 times 2 also equals 12. That's math. 352 is a 3-digit number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then almost immediately following that, we get 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, to add more filler here, I'm going to give you a couple more numbers to consider. 18, 237, 5,601, 2.6 million, 4, 24, staggering. These are real numbers, all of them. And to follow that up, let's take a look at some graphs. Now, if you take a look at this pie chart, what you're going to see is that the majority far exceeds the minority. Everybody see that? Cool, isn't it? And let's take a look at this bar graph because it shows similarly irrelevant data. Now, I'm doing this because I'd like to make it seem like I've done my homework. If you were, say, watching this on YouTube with the sound off, you might think, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about. But I don't. I'm floundering, panicking, I've got nothing. I'm a total and utter phony. But you know what? I was offered a TED Talk. And damn it, I'm going to see it through. Now, if you take a look behind me, these are just words paired with vaguely thought-provoking stock photos. I'm going to point at them like I'm making use both of my time as well as your time, but in reality, I don't know what half of them mean. And now, as these continue, I'm just going to start saying gibberish. Wagga wah, gabba gabba, turkey, mouth in a mouth, chip, trip, my dog Skip. Rip it and dip it, Richard. I'm an itty-bitty baby bopper, and I'm hungry in my tum-tum. Brad Pitt, Uma Thurman. Names, things, words, and more things. And see, it feels like it might make sense, doesn't it? Like maybe, just maybe, I'm building to some sort of satisfying conclusion. I mean, I'm gesticulating as though I am. I'm pacing, I'm growing in intensity. I'm taking off my glasses, which, by the way, are just frames. I wore them to look smart, even though my vision is perfect. And now I'm going to slow things down a little bit. I'm going to change the tone. I'm going to make it seem like I'm building to a moment. And what if I was? Amazing, isn't it? What can you do? Life's a roller coaster. You know, if there's one thing you take away from my talk, I'd like you to think about what you heard at the beginning. And I'd like you to think about what you hear now. Because it was nothing, and it's still nothing. Think about that. or don't, that's fine. And now I'm going to stop talking. Thank you.
Okay, so far, how do you like this talk about nothing? It's super funny, right?
It was actually very entertaining.
Yeah.
Like, it's stupidly entertaining. And if it wasn't for this guy, it would have been so cringe. So this guy knows how to talk.
Yeah. I totally agree. I'm watching it, I don't know, 200 times now, and I'm still super amazed, and it's super funny. And exactly. But is he really talking? Is he really talking about nothing? What is he doing? Why do I show this to you? Miriam. Sorry, Diana, and then Miriam. Okay, Diana, go ahead. And then
Sorry. Actually, he started like opening discussions. He even talked about math. I don't know. Maybe maybe talking about nothing rises up a lot of topics. Maybe. Yes, that's the point, I guess. He was so random.
Was he really random? It looked like, but I think it was like I think it is super clear structure. It just
I mean,
tended to. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Diana.
I mean, the topics were very random, but the way he passed between the topics, very structured.
Okay, thank you a lot, Miriam, and then Reed.
He's so talented that he knows what he is doing, and it's so catchy, you know. But for me, it's, if you take the topic and give it to another presenter, it will be so bad. So
maybe.
he has strong body language, and he has a presence and the tonality to listen to it.
Yeah, definitely. He has. Reed.
He wasn't actually talking about anything, but he was showing that even without having content that you're saying or meaningful things or a meaningful message, the way you can present it, again, as Miriam said, the body language, the way you talk, it really engages people, because it's not only this guy. I'm pretty sure every single one of us know this guy who's very, he doesn't have anything to present, but the way he talks, the charisma he talks, and the body language, the tone, even the tone, the body gesture, it shows that these things also influence the listeners even more than the content itself. So he showed the power of the tone and the gestures and the body language and engaging the audience.
Yeah, definitely. You're all right. You're all right with everything you said. I totally agree. But also, I don't think that he was talking about nothing. He was talking about a lot. He was presenting the perfect presentation. He was speaking about the perfect speech. You're right. It was nonsense from the content side, from the logical stuff. You're totally right. All three of you, all of you. But the way you did it, if you just look back to our, where do I have my presentation now? What happened? Sorry, I just have to. Here. Give me a second. Okay. Oh yeah, here it is again. Okay, this is what I wanted to show you. Oops. Sorry, I have to, yeah. Here, that's what I wanted to show you. Look, you remember, here, the hero's journey. That's exactly what he did. Call to adventure. Do you, any of you remember his first sentence? What was the first thing he said? Anyone remembers? Doesn't matter if not.
I think he said he will talk about nothing.
No, this was the third thing. We have very good, Saja, but it was not the first thing. The first thing he said was a question, and I told you already of the power of questions.
Oh, yes.
He said, do you hear that? Do you hear that? You hear nothing. And that's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about this. So he started with, this was the perfect call to adventure. Starting, do you hear that? It was very interactive. You hear nothing. So super emotional in a way, So yeah, it was a real, and I will tell you that you can talk 5 minutes about nothing and still will be super entertained and even learn something. Yeah. And then he made, it was just hilarious and fantastic, how he also made fun about presentations, PowerPoint presentations, and scientists and words and memes. And so, but it was a clear structure, even with his glasses. You remember that he, was saying, yeah, like they are just frames. This was the beginning of the third act. But at the end of the first act, he already took his glasses and put them on again. So every single gesture, every single sentence, every move he made was planned. So it looked like random, but it was not. And it was a clear structure. You don't believe me? Contra. I will show you some numbers that I'm just buying time. So you still don't believe me? Second contra, I show you more numbers. Okay, numbers are not enough. I show you photos. I show you words. And in the end, he even said, you might think I'm building up to a moment. But I don't, of course. He was always, ironic to himself. But he followed exactly the structure in a fantastic way from the very beginning to the very end, where in the end, in the emotional showdown, he came back to the beginning. Think about what I told you in the beginning and what I tell you now. It was nothing, it's still nothing. So think about it or leave it. Super funny, but also totally structured. You see, it's the exact structure, and if you would have more time and you could even, categorize it into all steps of the hero's journey, because that's what he does in his fantastic speech. So, and it's super funny. Yeah, it's super funny and super cool. If you have questions, we can continue. We can even work with the message triangle. And he had a clear emotional key message. You can talk about nothing and it will be good. So, and so now we come to exercise 2. Let's say 15 minutes, 2 groups again. And now, but please, you have to decide, not on the film, but on an idea of a campaign or, peacemaking or whatever. It's up to you. You can use the message triangle. You have, here they say 20 minutes. Let's say 15 minutes in a group, okay? 15 minutes. And then as a group, you decide on what to pitch. So, but not a film anymore. And that was super fun. We can make an extra thing on this, but a campaign, an election campaign, an initiative, a new political idea, whatever, all is allowed, but decide as a group and just put them randomly into groups, and they have 15 minutes time, and then one speaker, hopefully with a camera on, can present the team. It's not, it's not obligatory to have the camera on, but it would be better for us to see you and help you and support you with nonverbal communication if possible. So, and try to be as catchy and good as Will Stephen, and try to answer the 3 questions: why this, why now, why me, why us, and convince the other group to give you money for your project. Okay, you have 15 minutes. Is the exercise clear to all of you? Or are there any questions? Let's see. Doesn't look like. 15 minutes. We create you create 2 breakout rooms again, please. And then you go into the group. Can be even, it can be also funny. So just convince us. It can be anything, from nothing to everything. From female president to whatever. To paint the sky pink or whatever. It's all good. Short time marriage, already, whatever you like. But just convince us with one idea. Sonder's coming back. Okay. Rowan, will you create 2 rooms? We have 15 minutes then for the group, for each group. Rowan?
I think Rowan is out.
Rowan is not here.
Okay. Okay, wait. So, yeah. Breakout sessions. Okay.
Sun kisses are here. Great.
Huh? Okay, I put you back in the rooms where you've been, and let's see who else is left. And forget about the comedy and the thriller. Just no, wait. Oh yeah, sorry. Okay. Yeah.
Can I be alone because I have only like 5 minutes and I will be out of the meeting?
Sorry, you don't want to be in a room, or you want to be in a room?
I want to be alone. I will.
Okay, yeah. Do that. Okay. Yallah.
Thank
yeah.
you.
So just to make a recap, because I have a bad connection, we have to write or to prepare for a pitch about a specific topic, or no?
No. You can decide on a topic. Okay.
Like in informative manner or just persuading?
Sorry, tell me again. No,
just like informative.
Yeah,
or
well, just you have to
persuading.
like it's like it's fun. It should be fun. Just make a perfect pitch. Just decide, but decide fast. You have only 15 minutes. Don't take too long.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So now. Okay. So just decide. I will put you in rooms. Okay. So in room 1, Abla, Diana, Loai, and Saja. You have 50 minutes, but be quick with deciding on the topic that you and on the speaker. And it should be fun. Why this? Why now? Why? It's only like it's just an exercise, and have fun. Okay.
اروح اصلي برجع لكم في الغدا هون. ياخذ الواحد ما يتكسر. بعرف عندها أسلحة. يعني شو عندك حل؟
Can I start now because I have to leave?
Sorry, Miriam. Miriam, did you say something?
Yes, I've asked if I could speak in these 2 minutes.
Yeah, because you have to leave. So it's only me, the others are in the rooms, but yes, of course, you can do it.
Yes,
And it will be
just 2
personal.
minutes.
Yeah, so perfectly fine. So you get an advice from me then. If this is fine for you. Yes, please, go ahead. I'm listening. I'm your audience now.
Just give me 2 minutes and I will start.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm here and give you a review.
اسمع إن شاء الله، بس احكي لي إشي، قل لي مثلا أنا والله أنت والله كتير لازقة ومخليتني أحس إنه لو قديش ما أحسسك إنك بدون قيمة، ولا أنت يعني لو إيش ما أعمل عادي، لأن يعني خلص بعرف شو أحكي. اسمع، أنا بصير أحكي في راسي، يعني أنت لأنك تحكي في راسك خلص، هاي لو أضل لو إيش ما أعملها خلص، يعني يا الله كيف بدي أحكيها، بصيرش أحكيها، بس بدي أحكيها مش فاهم إنه يعني أنت هيك شكلك حاسس في راسك إنها هاي خلص بتضلها ميتة علي، لو أكبها لو إيش ما أعمل فيها وأزعلها بتضلها لازقة، فخلص بطلت طايق إنك تحكي معي، ولا أنت شو اسمه في إشي براسك مش طايقني عشانه، خلص بضل حاط مثلا براسك إشي بضل
Sonders, do you know that you're online?
كيف صارت أنت كيف بتعيش معي؟
I don't think she is. Miriam, are you ready? Miriam, are you still there?
So I want to finish and I will start.
Okay. Yallah. We have to inform Sonders that she's online and everyone can hear. I don't know. I think she forgot. Okay, but you can start.
I'll write it just in like 2 minutes. Okay.
Another 2 minutes. Okay. Trust yourself, Miriam. Sorry. Sorry, Miriam, I just wanted to mute Saunders because she was talking to someone and not to us, so I somehow muted you too, but I didn't mean. So I have to open the group soon, so if you want some review from me, you should start now with your pitch, please. I know you can do it. Trust yourself. I trust you. I know you're good. So go ahead. Yallah, Miriam.
Okay, I will start.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Okay.
Does it happen? Okay. Does it happen to you to think why a pen is important? Well, a pen drives the history. It did inform us about the past and it will about the future. For me, pens are very important for humanity, but you didn't know it. Why? Because nobody opened this subject. Also, why I'm telling you now? I'm telling you this because we forget the importance of a pen and a paper, and we are involved in a digital world. Last but not least, I wanted to answer this question. Why it's me telling you this? Because simply, all of this session, I was using a pen, and I wanted to give you this opportunity. Okay.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Yeah, I know you're at work, but it was very, so I couldn't see you because you can't switch on the camera, but it was very passionate. It was very on the point. It was very good, very funny, entertaining. So yeah, you answered all questions. I like that. So the only thing, if I may say, what was missing a little bit, it was already great asking why a pen. So, but you know, you only had 10 minutes or 15, even less to prepare.
It's
So
like in 2 minutes, and there were people in the store. I'm working as a
no, it was great. It was great done. But you know, just as a motivation, try to attract me. Why should I take the pen from you? You know, so why should I sell it? The rest was great. You know, about past and future, and you know, try to find a question for your audience. You know, like Steve Jobs, do you want to change the world? Take my pen. Do you want to have something to say? Yeah. Do you think you have something which is worth sharing with the world? You need a pen. Do you think it's good that, you know, whatever, you know, so try to even make me a compliment, but take your audience into your room. You know what I mean? So it's really like, you had only 2 minutes. Don't worry. It was a great speech, really. You're very talented and you're very good in debating, and it was great. Just as a, you know, motivation. And with this emotional message that I cannot say no to you. It's really like, you know, it's really like a date somehow, or a flirt, you know, not in an erotic way, but in a, you know, selling way. You know what I mean? So in a way like,
yes, exactly.
Yeah, catch me. So I have a fantastic story for you, Miriam, and it's only for you. So you want to follow me? Shall I show you something? Something that, you know what I mean? So this. But apart from that, great. Yeah. So yeah, great. You understand the concept. You understand the strategy. You know what to do. You will pitch.
Yes, I would wanted to make emotional parts and a lot, but I have to leave, so that's why. But you are right, 100%.
Yeah. So no, but just like, it's always easy to criticize. It was really a good pitch. It was great. Just, and there was the right thing with Instagram and blah blah blah. But so I don't know, emotional. What can be an emotional core message? So yeah, you could also in the end say yeah, and of course you can now argue. Come on, Miriam. I have my smartphone. Why should I use a pen? I can write everything in my smartphone, and it's much faster, and I can do it worldwide. And you know what? You're right. But did you ever receive a love letter written with a pen? You see? But what if I would write you a love letter now with a pen on paper, and this is only for you and not for the whole internet? Wouldn't that be nice?
Yes, wow.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to ask if you would add something about the next phases or something important to know before leaving.
No, the next, again, no, and as I said in the beginning, we have to wait 2 more weeks. We will have the film night next Friday, 7:30 your time. Will be a pleasure to see you there. We have the chat. You can ask me anytime, anything, all the time. I excuse that we need 2 or 3 more weeks to tell you exact dates about the next phase, because it's a mess here, but there is nothing so far, and I'm happy that you're there. So yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ben. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. I think we should close the... Rowan, are you back?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Yes.
You were gone.
Yes, at 6:24, Zoom kicked me out, and I tried to rejoin, and then I tried for 5 minutes, then 7 minutes. I kept trying until it worked.
Okay,
So
interesting.
here I am.
Super strange. Okay, let's close the rooms and get the people back for the final exercise. To pitch a campaign idea now. So that's what we did. Exercise number 2.
Perfect. I just listened to Miriam's pitch also.
Yeah, it was great. Really.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, she's really good. Yeah.
She's really motivated.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, that's really cool. And she has to go now and work. Yeah, that's super cool. Very good speech. So are they coming back? Did I close the rooms? I hope so. In 20 seconds. Okay. And then we make 2 more. Two more pitches and see who wins this pitch competition. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, you're back.
Hello again, Chris.
Hi again. How was it, Diana? How was it in the group?
Very, very, very interesting.
Okay, cool.
Amazing team, actually.
Wonderful.
A lot of ideas.
Yeah.
Very
cool. I'm super curious and also happy. Yeah, that's super cool. So from the other team, who wants to share just the atmosphere, a behind the scenes message? How was it in the other group?
For my group, I was with Anna again.
Yes,
Anna was my
agreed.
teammate.
Yes, it was so fun.
Cool.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wonderful. Great. I love this. I promised you that it will be fun, so I hope you had some. Okay. Wonderful. We're super happy. So now we have 2 groups, so 2 juries. So always the other group is a jury. So which group wants to start to pitch? You have 2 minutes. Rowan, can you stop the time? 2 minutes. And who wants to start?
Yes, of course.
Okay, wonderful. Who will start? Read, Anna, go ahead.
Read, Yalla, start if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, so I really didn't have enough time to write it completely. I'm gonna improvise as usual.
Yes. Go
But
ahead.
hopefully it's nice.
Yeah.
So, who loves to eat alone? Definitely no one, unless you have a tiny precious piece of chocolate you're not willing to share with anyone. So, as you know, college life is full of lonely times. You may not notice it while studying, working, sleeping, but definitely you'll notice it while eating. Let's have خبز وملح as an initiative that encourages college students at LEU, I'm gonna say it's for my university, to have lunch together, daily lunches together, to connect them and make them feel a sense of community, especially when they don't have their family around them. Note, bring your plates with you and be ready to wash them afterwards. That's it.
Oh, wow. Very good. You have me. I will definitely only lunch with you. Very good.
Great.
Thank you. You convinced me. Yeah. Thank you very
Yes.
much. It was very, very
By
nice.
the way, we took this idea now because I have to cook now, and I'm so alone, so I have to cook.
Oh no, that's not fair. Come to us, Yallah. Come over. We cook together.
Yalla, yalla.
Yeah, Yallah, Yallah. We cook together. Asra, Asra. Come to Berlin.
Yeah, just a note, خبز وملح is basically bread and salt.
Okay.
Yeah, it means bread and salt. And
Okay.
there's like a proverb. It's not a proverb, it's like
Yes, it's a Lebanese
saying.
هيك traditional
Thing
no
to say.
that to say we like a family because we eat together bread and salt.
Yeah,
so
so
هيك
basically
it's very known شو اسمه no
a saying. Yeah, it's just a saying that so if you want to connect more with someone, you tell him, let's have bread and salt together so we become closer. So that's the point of let's have bread and salt together.
I totally get it. And you know why? It's I didn't know that. Thank you very much. I just learned from the two of you. But it's super interesting, funny, entertaining, and also interesting same time. In Germany, if someone builds a house and you're the first time in the new house or in the new apartment, you know, somebody moved in or just built his own house, you bring bread and salt because it brings luck.
That's nice.
It's interesting.
Yeah, for us it brings connection. It makes you closer to them.
Yeah. Wow. I didn't know that Lebanon and Germany, they have the same traditions. Well, great. Thank you. Thank you very much. It was a great speech. So I'm in, and we have to take Anna into this magic book to get her out of a lonely kitchen and transform her into our solidarity kitchen with all of us. Okay.
Yalla, okay.
You see, magic book is always good. Okay, wonderful, great. Thank you so much. Who wants to pitch from the other group?
Yes, that would be me.
Jana.
The topic is strong independent woman.
Sorry?
The topic is strong independent woman. Okay. It is the era of she. It's 2024. It's the era of strong, wishful, but yet willful women. Women fight, strive to get their rights and to reach what they have reached now. Women who stand on their own, make their own decisions, and pursue their goals without reliance on others are essential to the advancement of this society. She is the cornerstone of the societies. She is the wife. She is the mother. She is the daughter. She is the sister. She is the strong, independent woman.
Okay, this was it.
Yes, that would be it.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Very nice. Just from really good, passionate, ambitious, on the point, a clear point. She's the one. Logline, all good. I just didn't understand what exactly do you want from your audience. So what is the question? Support for what, you know? So So you were claiming like, you know, a strong woman, but what exactly was the purpose? So it's just a minor thing. So, you know, what is the initiative you want?
Yes, more devotion of the concept of the strong independent.
Okay, yeah. So
there are still more gaps.
So, yeah, sell it to me. So, you know, what do I have as a man from your concept? You know what I mean? Or a society, or, you know, what do I have from your idea? But apart from this, it was great. Was it only from you or from the group?
No, we actually, it's composed of the statements or sentences of all of us.
Okay,
but
cool.
I was the one who wrote it.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you very much. Well done, both groups. So yeah, but it's always good if the campaign has a goal, you know, so like a clear goal, and also that for me as an audience, I totally understand. Okay, Diana and her group, they want this or that from me as your audience, potential money giver or whatever, a funder. Wonderful, great. Thanks to all of you. This was great, and hopefully also funny and entertaining. Diana, you raised your hand. Please go ahead.
How do you suggest that we mention it in the context of the strong independent woman? I mean, can you completed it for us? The missing part of the how to get the audience hooked, because I'm not very familiar with the concept of pitching. I'm just trying to learn more.
Yeah. No, but you did a great job. So again, it depends, but this is, you know, your group work. For example, what do you want to achieve? So what is your goal? But just imagine you want to persuade men, you know, to support strong women. And as you know, also, well, worldwide, but also in your country, a lot of men are still macho idiots who think that women are weak and they are strong, which they are not. So it's a bit hard to convince them. So if you, for example, if you want to convince men, you could start also with a question. So, dear men, you know, worldwide, or dear men in my country, what do you think is the best woman for you? A beautiful one who takes care of the children, the one who can cook good? No, this is the past. The future is a strong, independent woman who does the things of her own. Why? Because now, dear man, finally you can concentrate on what you really want. To sit on the sofa, to relax, to take your time, because your wife is taking care of things. Why? Because, and then everything, she's strong, she's good, she's doing this, you know, then you can make your campaign. And in the end, you can come back to the beginning. Clever men know a strong woman is the best thing for a strong man. So our question to you, are you a strong man? Are you ready for a strong woman? Or are you weak and rather stay alone? Up to you. For example, I just made it up, you know? But you understand what I mean, Diana, and the group?
Yeah. I guess the missing component is the audience, or who am I talking to?
Exactly, the target group. That was all. That was all. But you can also, for example, if you want to target women, you know, and not men, you can say, look, yeah, us women, you know, we are raised up with a lot of prejudice and things that we are weak and too emotional because we are mothers and daughters and we give birth, so we should stay at home, blah blah blah. No, it's the other way around. If men, dear woman, if men would give birth, there would be humanity would have died out already. Yeah, because, you know, we are much stronger than men. No man can ever give birth, never. So we are the strong gender. We are the strong ones. Yeah, and good man knows that a strong woman makes a good man even stronger. So be strong, girls. Be confident, women. Be yourself. Become a leader. Join Elda and Diana and Room 1 group. Be with us, for example. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, I wasn't aware of that. Sorry.
No, it's fine. You don't have to be sorry, Diana. You're here to learn. So Why are you sorry? I mean, we're learning together. Don't be sorry. This is no school. This is like, you know, this is why we're here to learn together. Never be sorry in an elder seminar. It's all good.
Actually, I'm so happy to learn such things.
Yeah.
So I'm really grateful.
Okay,
Really.
but do you understand what I mean with this little? It's not much. It's just, you know, focus on what you need. You know, where's your target group? What are the needs? Like this, you know, you want to sell sugar. Sorry.
I have to address someone.
Yeah, exactly. So like, yeah, sugar water or change the world. So in the end, you know, that's what was this guy convinced. Yeah, let's change the world. Yeah, that's cool. So not $50 million, but okay, yeah, no, sugar water and, you know, and changing the world. No, let's change the world. So yeah, so exactly, sell it to me, you know, sell it to me and show me that I need you. Yeah. I need your idea, that it's good for me, because people are egoistic. Unfortunately, most of them are. I mean, so you don't have to tell them everything they want to hear, but you have to, you know, attract them, you know, get them on your side. Yeah. So this is pitching. Yeah. And it can be like verbally, non-verbally, para-verbally, but it's always like, do you know what, Diana? I have something for you. Come with me, I'll show you. Come. You see what happens? Yeah. You're interested. Oh, I have a surprise for you. I have a secret to share. Are you interested in secrets? I think you will like the secret. Saja, do you want to know a secret? Yes, you want, right? Even if I don't have any secret, I'm just making it up.
Of course. If there's a secret, I would know. Yeah.
Exactly, right? So of course, then you have to have one, otherwise you will be frustrated because I, you know, just lie to you. But you know, so don't tell them I have a super surprise for you and then you don't have one. But exactly, you're attracted now. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what you have to do with good pitching. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I just show you the technique. Of course, it doesn't make sense if you then have nothing, then better don't do it. But, you know, try to attract me, take me by the hand and, you know, like with the magic book, you know, whisper and, you know, soak me into your book, into your magic book of creativity, of changing the world, of making women stronger, of, you know, making the world a better place, bringing peace to Middle East and to the planet. But, you know, get me like this. This is the move. I have the call to adventure. This is always a good start. A good start for any pitch is a call to adventure. So you can really learn from this hero's journey to make the perfect pitch, and it always works. Believe me, it always works. Business-wise and privately, both ways, or personally, whatever you want. Okay, are there more questions? But thank you for asking, Diana. This is so good. Please, you know, it's great what Diana is doing. If she doesn't know something, she's just asking. This is great. And this makes a real hero and leader, you know? A real hero or shiro or leader is not afraid to ask any question. That's great. So, any other questions from your side? If not, again, next steps.
Everything is clear, I think.
It's clear, yeah? Okay, cool. So again, next step, next Friday, we'll write it in the chat. Next Friday, 7:30 Middle East time, we have our film night in Berlin and via Zoom with the same link. It will be wonderful to see you there. Then we hopefully in at least 2 weeks can tell you about the second phase. But again, we are not sure at the moment. We try our best to tell you in, let's say, 10 days as soon as possible, and try to bring more than 5 people to Amman or to Lebanon, but we don't know yet because you're all so good that we want to take all of you in the second phase, which is not possible, but we try our best. But we need a little bit more time. And yeah, you have the chat. Some of you even added me on Instagram, which is totally fine. So you can always reach me. Next week, Jessica is back. She's on holidays, which she really needed with her family. And so we see us next Friday, 7:30 Beirut time. You're great. And it was, again, super pleasure to work with you. And whatever you need from my side, whatever I can do for you, what Elda can do for you, you have the chat, you have my Instagram channel, and you can reach out to me on all channels. And I'm super happy to learn from you, to listen to you, and to work with you. Wallah Yallah, thank you so much. Have a good night. Yeah. Stay
Thank you,
safe.
Chris.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. See you next week.
Bye. Shukran.
Bye.
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 Okay.
Hi, Chris. I decided to stay. If you want, we can talk now.
Yeah, I think, you never know, because like it looks like we're alone, but let's change to
Yeah, no worries.
yeah. I think it's
Okay.
better to change to a WhatsApp video chat, okay?
Deal.
Deal. See you in a second.
See you.